second, third week hitting, and I was just like, skirt, what? Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Destiny Arianna, and I am home again for winter break. And I'm super excited. I'm glad to be home. I'm actually gonna be home for a month, so you guys know what that means. I have no excuse to not post content. Today is gonna be interesting. This is going to be basically my recap of my first semester of college. So I think this video is going to talk about Bowdoin a little bit, but a lot about my revelations just about college and I guess adulting. I guess more so than anything, my first semester of college really allowed me to realize that nothing in life is gonna be handed over to you. Not only because I go to a prestigious school, but just in having to learn how to live on my own and become independent. Like, I really had to wake up and, you know, grind. And like, I maybe had 2 seconds of breathing time before I realized, like, whoa, this is real. So like, I had this realization, like, whoa, this is college. Like, it was so cute in the beginning. Like, I'm just like, wow, like, parties, like, I'm by myself, I'm in a dorm, like, this is great, this is amazing. You know, my first week I had classes, I thought I was all cute with my notes and like like taking my notes in class and just like really excited. I was trying to sleep early, I was sleeping, I was hanging out, I was going on with my friends on the weekends, and I had everything like popping. I was just like, yo, this is good, I got this. Then like second, third week hit in and I was just like, skirt, what? Like, it literally just hit me out of nowhere. Like, I was just like, how you gonna do me like that? Like, literally, I had 2 seconds to breathe. It was just like the work got so intense. I wasn't even as involved in school as I wish that I was, just because I wanted to focus on academics this year. And it was still really tough for me. So the courses that I took at Bowdoin my first semester, I took intermediate French, I took a modern dance class, I took Intro to Africana Studies, and the mandatory for, whoa, why am I holding up 4 like that? How do people hold up 4? Anyway, and I took the mandatory first year seminar, and that was Women of Color in Politics. So that was my first exposure to politics, which I really liked. I guess I'm gonna give like a rundown of my classes. So for Women of Color in Politics, it was politics driven, and it was cross-listed with Africana Studies. So me personally, I love politics and I love Africana Studies. So, you know, maybe future Africana Gov major, who knows? I don't know. I have no idea. My mind changes all the time. But I really love the class because it exposed me to a lot of women of color in politics and Congress and activists, and it was just amazing because, you know, I'm not really exposed to that, especially like in my high school. Like, we didn't spend a lot of time focusing on women in politics, especially like women of color in politics, and because that's something that I want to do with myself, I think it was just really great to see someone in the place that I want to be in the future. So it was really enlightening, and I love the class. Every time I went, it was great. It helped me with reading. It was a lot of reading and papers, but it just helped me overall improve as a writer, which I really liked. Okay, then I took Intro to Africana Studies. So Intro to Africana Studies was, I really like Africana Studies. It was interesting because this was my first experience with like getting flamed by a professor. In high school, I was considered like a great writer. A lot of the teachers really liked me in high school, and I just, you know, overall excelled. So when I got to college, like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but like, I was like, okay, like, at least with writing, like, I know, like, I kind of got that under my belt. Like, I got this. Like, STEM, yikes. But with writing, I'm like, yo, let's go, like, whatever, I got this. And then, like, I wrote my first paper. I went to my professor's office hours, and he was reading it, and then like 10 seconds in, hey, you know what, I think you should start over. And I'm like, come again, like, start over. And it was just like so crazy to me because I literally did everything I tell you to do, you know, go to office hours, you know, plan it out, go to the writing center, do this, do that. And I was like, yo, go pull out this A. No, I literally did not get an A. I actually did like kind of trash on that. Not kind of trash, like, oh my god, I got an 80. Like, I got a 6.5 out of 10, y'all. Like, it was rough. It was rough. But there goes to say that it left a lot of room for improvement. I didn't let that set me back. I used that as just motivation to keep pushing, but it did like hurt me. Like, I'm not gonna sit here in front like, hey, you know, you take a L, you bounce right back. Like, I was actually really stressed. Like, I had test anxiety after that. Like, writing papers was really hard because I'm just like, yo, like, what if my writing's not good enough? And I just had to really, you know, work with myself and figure out, okay, what do you have to improve on? And even though it's been like only a semester, like, I really noticed an improvement in my writing. So, you know, you get torn down just to get brought back up. And I'm not saying that it's always going to be easy, but I can say that I noticed improvement myself, which is ultimately what I'm in college for. Okay, so modern dance. Modern dance was really fun. It was a credit defail class, so I mean, like, there's no real way that you can fail without like just not showing up. Like, honestly, like, you have to just try, you know, have fun with it. And I really like it. My professor was so nice and so sweet, and she was just amazing. Okay, French, yo. French, okay, so I took French in high school, and I performed really well in it. But the thing with me is that I started my sophomore year, and my school had a weird curriculum where we switched from IB in the middle. So I kind of started learning beginner French and then hopped right into IB. You know, it was rough, but I still like managed with that. And like, you know, once you're like good in high school French, you're like, yo, I got this. I went to college. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna take French, you know, weed, whatever. Y'all, French is my hardest class, I'm gonna be honest. And it was like a rude awakening for me, because like I wasn't going and thinking I was fluent, but I thought like, okay, this is gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna manage through. And like, it was difficult. Like, that part, it was really difficult for me, because I didn't score into like elementary, which is beginner French. I scored into like second level, so assuming you have knowledge but not like advanced, so it's like right in the middle where I thought I would be. But it assumed a lot of things that I would know that I just didn't learn in high school. So majority of the semester it took me really like catching up and really just learning how to, you know, teach myself and really be accountable for my learning, because I beat myself up a lot, and it was just a hard class. And I was just like, no, like, I can't do this. Like, there'd be a lot of times I would like literally cry because I was so frustrated. Look at me, I'm tearing up, y'all. I'm not gonna cry though. But it was just really emotional, just because it was like, I knew that I was capable, but it was just really hard to get over that when every time I would try, like, I wouldn't succeed. And like, I talked to my advisor, which is also my French teacher. I got a tutor. I would practice after school. I practiced with my friends, and I just consistently beat myself up like, yo, why aren't you doing well? And it took a lot, you know, and like, I'm still gonna continue, just because like, I learned that when you put in the work, you may not see it at first, but towards the end of the semester, like after I really got serious about putting in that work and like getting over, it's really hard to get over your anxiety, but really just saying like, I'm gonna push through this and I'm gonna do it. Like, I really saw the improvement in myself, and like, I was really proud. I'm just like, wow, like, I just have to stick with it. Like, I can't just, you know, perform well once and then give up. Like, it doesn't work like that. It's a language. You have to consistently practice it. So yeah, it was my hardest class, but it really taught me a lot about being accountable for my learning. So overall, academically, I feel like Bowdoin is really hard. And it took a toll on me, because it's like, I have a lot of friends that went to schools that aren't as difficult as mine, and like, seeing their social life, and like, also like, a lot of people hide their struggles. So it's like you think you're struggling, or you know you're struggling, and you're looking for other people to see if they're struggling too, and it's like people are not showing it, so you're just like, am I the only one that's struggling? Because I know like my boat's sinking, is yours sinking? Like, you know, encouragement, whatever. Where is it? I don't know. Who is she? Whatever. But I just think that it's a lot, I guess, to really go to a prestigious school and just realize that like this is harder than a lot of other people's experiences. And like, yes, I earned my place here, but when you earn the spot, you really have to, you know, step up to that and really take it. Just because you got the grades in high school doesn't mean you're necessarily going to get them in college. And like, you have to be willing to continue to put in that work. You can't just put in the work to get the acceptance, and you know, you have to put in the work to get the degree. And that's something that like, it's common knowledge, but it really doesn't hit you until you're in the shoes, you know. You're just sitting there and you're like, wow, like this is real, and I have to work for it if I really want it. And like, it's just difficult, you know, like when you see people like just having so much fun, like going out, getting A's, and they're like chilling, and you just literally, I only had 3 academic classes and I was doing homework all the time, dying, drowning, like it was crazy. And just like really having to learn that like my experience is different from other people's, and how is this gonna affect me, you know. Like when I applied to college, I basically thought about where I want to be in like 10 years after I graduate, 5 years after I graduate, and that's why I made the decision that I made, because I knew that with my school I would gain the resources to, you know, really succeed in a professional field and really get that, you know, solid foundation. So I've never been out the country before, and Bowdoin gave this opportunity to go to Quebec in September for students in the French department. And I was just really excited, and I really wanted to take advantage of the opportunity. And it was just to expose students who don't really get the opportunity to do that to, you know, go out there and, you know, take it. So I applied and I got in, and I was just really excited. It was my first time out of the country. It was just great. Like literally, I had so much fun there. It was just a great experience. You know, I had to speak French the whole time, which is something I never did in my life. Never spoken French for 3 days straight. Like it was really tough, but I did it, and it was just great. But overall, I guess to sum it up, my college experience has been so far, because I'm saying my college experience like I didn't went through 4 years. Nope, 1 semester. My first year is halfway over, y'all. This is crazy. I'm just really like grateful for the experience, to be at Bowdoin and to have, you know, just so much support from like the POC community, and just have so many resources that are put in place to help me succeed. Like I'm not saying that like Bowdoin is a perfect place, because like it's not, but like anything in life, you know, you just take the tools that you need for your toolbox, and then you just, you know, go about life with those tools. And I think that's exactly what this experience is going to provide for me, and it's something that I've always wanted for myself. Like I always told myself, I don't want to leave college the same person I was when I graduated high school. Like I refuse. Like I know that it's gonna be hard, and I know I'm gonna beat myself up, and it's just gonna be tough. Like I know that these tears that I cried this semester is only the beginning, but like I just know that ultimately it's gonna pay off, and I'm gonna be in an amazing place, and I'm gonna be that person I aspired to be like my entire life when I graduate. And like just having that opportunity and like saying like, wow, I really know that this is what I want to do, and this is the person I want to be, and just like envisioning that is just so powerful, and I'm just so grateful to have that. But in terms of just like reflecting, it took a lot of prayer for me this semester, like really like clinging on to God, because like I honestly at times like didn't know who to cling on to, just praying through this whole process, because I prayed for him to get me here and like basically just lead me to where I needed to be. And I know that I'm here for a reason. Like if I have nothing, I know that God is there, and that he's always going to provide, and that he's basically forming me into the woman that I'm going to be for the rest of my life. So, you know, like faith is something that I really had to cling on to like this entire semester, like really learning how to be faithful. And that's something like my walk with God is really starting, and I just appreciate him so much for, you know, everything. But overall, I rate this first semester of college a good B. A B in terms of just like everything, like socially, academically, mentally. Like it's just been like a real like realization for me, and just like coming to a place where I know that I have to become comfortable with myself, and really solidifying who I am as a person, what I want to do, and just learning that I really have to work for everything, and like what I'm working for is not something that's gonna hurt me. This is only gonna better me. So if I really want it, like I really have to work for it. And I'm just really excited for that. So I guess this semester has been tough. Like, I'm not telling you guys it's easy, and like I know right now I could sit here and be like, yes, you know, power to the people, like we got this. It's hard. Like college is really hard. It's difficult, especially like when you have all this time, and I like sleep all the time. Like it's hard to manage sleep, social life, school, everything. Like it's difficult. It's nearly impossible. Like no one knows a formula. Everybody just kind of goes with everything, and you kind of get a hang of things. I'm just over here like but I also want to do a Q&A for you guys just about Bowdoin. So feel free to comment below. Just comment any questions you have about my experience, about just like Bowdoin in general, about college. Even if you're not interested in Bowdoin, but you're interested in liberal arts schools, like you know, I'm a first year. I don't know everything, but I'll do my best to, you know, answer you guys' questions. And then just again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys liked it. If you have any more questions, just, you know, leave me a comment. My social medias are in the description box. If you just want to reach out, talk, chat, I'm there. I respond. Like, I love it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.